This is going to be weird to kind of do what I'm doing right now. But there's... Let me just show you. So here's my phone. Okay. There's my phone. This is the lamp I have. There's me. My phone is connected to my computer. That way I can look at myself and make sure everything's lit correctly. And it's just, I don't know, it's just easier to do that, honestly. And then back there behind me, let me show you over here, is a lamp that has a towel covering it, because if the towel wasn't on there, it would just be too bright. So that's my setup. I know we talked about it. Oh, also I have a nice microphone right here for crisp audio, but not on this clip, of course, because I'm recording through my DSLR, which is it's mainly for photography, but it gets the job done with video. Let me tell you that. Good for B-roll, anything like that. But yeah, I wanted to show my setup before the video. That way we knew what was happening. Let's get into the video.
Most of the nearly 300 confirmed cases are at hospitals like this one here in Wuhan, ground zero for this mysterious virus.
Now to growing concerns about the deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S. Here's what we know. A Washington state resident fell ill after returning from Wuhan, China, where the outbreak began. Officials now say more than 400 people have been sickened and 9 people have died.
To continue our aggressive battle to slow the spread of COVID-19, today I have signed a stay-at-home order for the entire state of North Carolina. Enforcement begins at 5 p.m. on Monday, but we urge you to start as soon as you possibly can.
But we return once again reluctantly to the real world tonight, where the U.S. death toll stands at more than 46,000, with over 833,000 confirmed cases of coronavirus. And in midst of this health crisis, the New York Times reporting the head of the federal agency working on a vaccine has been reassigned to another agency.
This pandemic has changed our lives forever. When we first heard of the virus, we didn't think it was going to touch us. We felt untouchable. Our president said our country would be open by Easter, but here we are, way past Easter. We're 4 months in since we knew about the virus, 3 months since the first confirmed U.S. case, and almost 1 month has passed since North Carolina went into a state of emergency. Now, while we're all stuck at home, we've had to find different ways to keep ourselves busy. Me, for example, I've cleaned my room, started journaling, I cleaned my room again because it got messy, I watched a new series, so on and so forth. I've been trying to figure out ways of keeping myself busy while also trying to improve my productivity and just overall better myself. I've been doing these things to try to maintain my sanity while constantly stuck at home. So here's what I've done. As the days have melted together, it's been easier to forget to do the important things. And as a student during a global pandemic, failing should be at the very bottom of the list of things to worry about. I've had to learn how to handle online school, something I'm really not a fan of. Online learning doesn't suit well with my learning style, but I've had to learn how to adjust to the situation that we're in. This includes different things like remembering assignments and talking to my group mates, because I still have group presentations to do even without being in school. It's also important to me that I try to get prepared to graduate, because I was supposed to graduate in May. This whole pandemic has ruined everyone's lives at once. But how has this situation been good for me? How has this crazy situation that we're in right now done good for me? I've been watching a bunch of different influencers on YouTube for tips and tricks on how to better my productivity and overall lifestyle. The two main creators I watch are Matt D'Avella and WheezyWaiter. Matt has made his channel about productivity and minimalism, what it's like to be a minimalist, and how to overall increase your workflow. while WheezyWaiter has made his channel about doing 30-day challenges and having fun with them and trying to figure out what are the pros and cons while also doing it in a goofy way. Let's just leave it at that. He's funny, but he really shares his experience in truth. He does these challenges with his parents or his wife or whoever wants to join him on these challenges, and he gives you what it's really like for him to go through these different things. As a challenge to myself, I decided to start journaling. Right here. I bought this journal on April 12th, and it is April 24th at the time of recording this, and I have only missed 2 days total. I have this much filled in. Now, there have been times where, of course, even whenever I was doing the journal, I didn't want to do it. But I've realized that doing this journal before I go to bed, it clears my mind and I'm able to fall asleep much easier. Other things that I've been doing while in quarantine, I've been working on my editing skills. I've been playing around with the Filmic Pro app that I got for my phone because my DSLR right there, it isn't suited overall for video. There is a video option on it, but it's not suited for video production. But with the Filmic Pro app, it takes my camera phone and makes it into essentially a DSLR-esque type of camera. It's been really fun to play around with, and I've really enjoyed it. But being at home, there have been other things that I've had to deal with. You know, it's the feeling of loneliness or trying to live a normal life. You know, you can't really go out and do things anymore, at least not right now. I have friends that I usually would go and see if I'm back home. I can't see them anymore. I have family that I can't see anymore. This entire situation has been sucky. But trying to do good for yourself during a time where you're stuck at home is a good thing to do. It allows you to see what you need to work on personally, as well as trying to figure out some different things that you might need to cut out. Like if you drink too much, try cutting it back. If you don't sleep enough, set up a sleep schedule. Right now is the perfect time for anyone to try and do better for themselves. Oh, another thing that I did, by the way, is I shaved my head. I did that because, of course, you know, salons and stuff aren't open, so I wasn't able to go out and get a haircut. So I just went to Dollar General and bought an $11 set of clippers. Actually, no. That didn't initially how it started. Initially how it started was I got my beard trimmer and I just kind of took chunks out at a time. And I did alright with a beard trimmer, but it almost broke my beard trimmer. That's why I went and got a pair of clippers. And so whenever I went through with the clippers, it was just cutting through butter with a hot knife. It was so nice. It was incredible. I don't know what it is about shaving my head. It just felt right, you know? Maybe it's because I'm going bald or something like that. But anyways, back to the point. Bettering yourself, of course, right now is important. Another thing that's important right now is humor. I've been watching a lot more videos that are humorous. People I find funny, like Leon Lush, H3, different people like that. I've been watching stand-up specials. I watched Tom Segura's stand-up special. I watched Chris D'Elia's stand-up special. I watched Brett Krishner's stand-up special. I've been listening to a podcast called Small Town Murder that is just two comedians talking about true crime, and it's been great. I've also been putting out mulch at my grandparents' house, so let's cut to that. Let's cut to that real quick. Let me show you what I've done. Go ahead, Jacob. Well, hello, Jacob. I'm just here to tell you what kind of mulch you've been putting out. It's phenomenal. It's amazing. It's perfect. Let me show you what kind of mulch you've been putting out. There you go, Jacob. There's a look at that mulch. That sweet, sweet mulch you've been putting out. Back to you. Alright, thank you, Jacob. I appreciate you showing me that. Great work, by the way. I really like the way that you put out that mulch. It's great work, Jacob. Great work. I'm proud of you. Keep it up. God. Anyways. All jokes aside, while this does seem like a scary time, it's very important to look on the bright side of life, especially right now. We're trying to figure out ways of how we can stay in this positive mindset that we normally like to keep up whenever we aren't during a global pandemic. And different celebrities and different entertainers and everyone around the world is trying to make life better for everyone else. So I want to say thank you to the hospital workers and essential business workers that have been staying open and fighting the good fight to keep people like me safe, healthy, and fed, and the lights on, and the internet, and everything. So big thanks to everyone working right now, keeping life a little normal. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.